Dear friends, again, Assalamu alaikum. It's with great joy, pride, and honor that I introduce to you today my good friend and Sudan's most prominent poet, music composer, singer, researcher, and a United Nations Goodwill Ambassador for UNFPA, which is the United Nations for population. Yeah. I've been out of the UN for too long, I started to forget. Abdel Karim, he is born in Port Sudan, which is on the Red Sea, and a few years ago, he was born. And he's a prolific poet and songwriter and music composer. I mean, amazing. And of course, everything nowadays is available on YouTube for him. He just put his name and you get everything he did. So now in the age of the internet and Google and YouTube, we are blessed to have access to all these gems. Like most poets in our culture, I speak about Sudanese culture, which is a hybrid of African and Arab culture. We tend to categorize peoples and countries in a very sort of haphazard, superficial way, like we say Arabs, Africans, Muslims, Christians, Jews, and the reality is more complex than that. But go tell Congress. People go with superficial and simple things. That's why we believe that research is very important, that the world can be more peaceful if we only make a little bit more effort in terms of trying to understand the complexity of the world. So, coming to our guest tonight, his lineage, the bottom line that I share with him, and I think will resonate with everyone here, is that we don't buy into the isms. We don't buy into just Africanism or Arabism or Jewishness or Christianity or Islam or Asian or American, all this stuff. We take this with a certain degree of vigilance as to who is saying this and why. And we go to the heart of the matter, which is that we are all human. So the human and the humanity and the humanism is the essence of who we are. So this is I think the needed awakening in the 21st century for all people. The more we accept our humanity as at the essence and the source of who we really are, I think the more enlightened we can become, and the more open we can be to actually be bridge builders with regard to all the things that divide us, be it language, religion, geography, history, ethnicity, what have you. So, and that's why we are, you know, in the International Peace Quest Institute and Salam Sudan Foundation, we emphasize the value of dialogue, interfaith, and cross-cultural. Of course, that implies all the others. So, his roots come from Afghanistan, El-Kabli. And Professor Hassan is from Afghanistan. So it's a very interesting story. And his family root started in Afghanistan, went to Iran, and then went to Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and then Sudan. But now he's born in Sudan, raised in Sudan, and he is a poet and a musician of Sudanese culture, which I said a hybrid that has all these components. So there is, just in the narrative and the story of his birth and his family roots, there is an interesting lesson about diversity and a humbling, actually, humbling truth about complexity in the world. And so he lived he was educated in Port Sudan, and then he came to the capital, and that's where he became, he found his calling in the word. Again, you know, I spoke about the voice. It's all about the voice. He has a great voice, and he actually has given voice to all of us, because the values of Sudanese culture, which, as I said, is a hybrid of so many currents from West Africa, Arabia, India, Afghanistan, Greece, and Italy, Egypt, of course, and Morocco, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and the Arabia in general. So all this melting pot of the old world and the ancient world, you know, gave the essence of Sudanese culture. And so it's quite a feat to be able to actually be a voice of that complexity and that diversity. And this is what my friend and dear brother and a friend in the journey towards the realization of a great dream for our country of origin, a dream, you know, of freedom and dignity and excellence, and a society that not only tolerates that difference, but embraces differences and embraces and celebrates diversity, because that is the way to go. And if we look at the American model and see the positive aspects of the American experiment, which is ongoing, I think this is an area where we can get inspiration in terms of some of the successes that have been achieved in this country, without losing sight of the price of sacrifices paid by many people in this society as well. So he was supposed, of course, to come with his instrument to play for us and to have a concert. Unfortunately, he's a little bit ailing in health, and so he couldn't bring the instrument, but instead, and he's not feeling really great, but nevertheless, he wanted absolutely to make the journey and to come and to be present because of all, the love that unites us, and his appreciation of this community and what I told him about all of you and all of us and our experiment in living together. So I would like to give him the mic to share a few thoughts, maybe a few poems. Have a look at this. This is Obama. Okay. So he wrote an interesting poem about the re-election of Barack Obama. No, actually about the election of Barack Obama in 2008. And he asked me to read it for you before giving him the mic to share a few thoughts. And then he brought a CD for a very important musical piece that he did, and we will, of course it's in Arabic, but we will try to translate the content of it so that you get the gist. But then you will love the melody and the music, so you will have, something from his music as well. Let me now read to you the poem. It's entitled Fulfilled Dream. Fortunately, my present visit to the USA, this was written in 2008. Fortunately, my present visit to the USA, which is number 4, the 4th time he came, coincided with the meaningful great event of the election of Mr. Barack Obama for the presidency of America. Now, by the election of a man of partly African origin for the presidency of the greatest country of our modern world, America can truly claim the advanced status of cradle for freedom and democracy. In Africa, of course, we are very proud to always call Africa the cradle of human civilization, not the dark continent. The cradle of human civilization. So he used this metaphor to call America the cradle for freedom and democracy. Hereunder are but few words reflecting the true feelings of a poet, music composer, singer, and researcher in the areas of Sudanese history and folklore. I wish the great expectations of too many people come true, and the historical occasion keeps a pleasant smile going.
Are you reading
Abdel Karim El-Kabli. So now this is an introduction to the poem. I'm coming to the poem now. And the poem starts like this. And prepare in time an asylum for mankind, a far-fetched dream anticipated by a shrewd mind. Who dare believe at that time Thomas Paine, but a humanitarian soul with a reaching brain? The dream has filled the air of every new state with marching freedom, and Lincoln was so great. Then came a Martin, named after a man of holy grace. He was a king with a crown made of peaceful face. The light of his ambitious, free soul mercilessly extinguished, but his flying free dream continued unrelinquished. In the mirror of his commanding image, so pure and clean, two Clintons with other noble hearts could be seen. Wake up, Asia, wake up, Africa, and beware. The dawn of long expelled freedom is in glare. The great theater of life hath changed the screen, and a smiling April came up bright and green. We are in April and we are in spring, and it's bright. The colorful group of players dance in grace with the maestro so tall of chocolate color and human race. By the will of God, great America has come through, a guided dream to be an asylum for freedom true. Hallelujah, America is coming up again with a peaceful face, singing in the rain. So that's the... So, Abdel Karim, I think the floor is yours. You can share a few thoughts with our friends, and then take it from here. And be guided.
Hello, good friends.
Alaikum salam.
Assalamu alaikum. Excuse my voice, you see, I'm losing my voice, which is everything to me. I've been told by the lady doctor that this is due to allergy. I feel great, just great now to talk to you. Thankful to my dear friend Hashim, who, while he was introducing me to you and raising me too high, I wondered, asking myself, about whom was he talking?
Himself.
I knew Mr. Hashim, although he started by mentioning few years, but I knew him actually before half a century. Yeah, we met before that all time, yes. I feel great, again I say, to meet you and to talk to you, because now I can see you as too many people. Yes, you are too many people through your experiences. Yes, I believe in this. Everybody here has got a lot of stories and a lot of experiences, and that makes this congregation a rich one. I am interested in arts, with concentration on music, singing. I am a music composer. I am a singer. I was longing to bring my lute with me, my instrument. But as I said, I'm losing my voice now. I hope maybe next time I shall find a chance to sing for you. Music composer, singer, and I am a poet. I used to introduce myself when I say I am a poet. I used to say I am a good poet. In fact, I am a very good poet. And all my listeners used to laugh. At least, I used to say, at least better than Sina of Shakespeare's play titled Julius Caesar, about Caesar. Because when Brutus stabbed his best friend, that is Caesar, he stabbed him to death. Then Caesar turned towards him and looked him into the eyes and said to him, "Et tu, brute? Et tu, brute?" I'm not sure, but I presume that the words brute and brutal entered the English vocabulary from there. Et tu, brute. Then Brutus delivered his speech, and he was a great orator. He mentioned that he didn't kill his best friend Caesar because he didn't like him. No, he said, I loved him, but I loved Rome more because he was becoming a dictator. And then Brutus committed his lifetime mistake by allowing that is the lover of Cleopatra.
Mark
What is
Anthony?
his name?
Mark Anthony?
Anthony. Antonius. Yeah. He gave them permission to mourn over the corpse of his friend. And that was a mistake. He and Cassius and all the group of the conspirators left the forum. And Antonius was a great orator. Within few minutes he was able to change the temperament of all those who were there. And then Brutus says, Caesar was a dictator. Don't you remember when he was victorious over so and he came, you gave him the crown 3 times and he rejected the crown, the coronation. How could he have been a dictator? And then started to talk to their emotions. See, this wound has been caused by the dagger of it. And the people started to shout, kill the conspirators. That's the group of Brutus. Then one of those who were there pointed at Sina and said, here is Sina the conspirator. Then Sina, feeling the perilous situation in which he was, started to shout at the highest pitch of his voice, listen to me, honorable friends of Antonius, I am not Sina the conspirator, I am not Sina the traitor, I am Sina the poet, I am Sina the poet. There was full silence. And then came a coarse voice from one of the mob saying, then kill him for his bad verses. That's what I am saying, at least I am better than Sina. And moreover, I don't think you are going to shout for my persecution, because my poems are in Arabic. How many here who understand Arabic?
I understand Arabic.
Are you going to ask for one?
No.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is my introduction to you. And I feel really happy to talk about arts, to talk about music, and to talk to gentle people like yourselves, with your great experiences in life. I am thankful also to my friend Hashim, and hoping all good wishes for his organization or maybe foundation. which is a humanitarian. Yeah, I believe in humanitarian work. Yeah. Regarding music, my arts, or the arts in general, I have witnessed too many happenings in our world, and many of them were great. Yeah, bring happiness into our souls, but many prove to be saddening. Yeah, including the prejudices about which Mr. Hashim was talking. And those who consider themselves as the best. Yeah. For a moment, I shall go for party spirit and say, if there are chosen in our lives, they ought to be the artists, the true artists. Those who cannot tolerate seeing bloodshed or people, poor people. Those with kind hearts and humanitarian feelings towards others. They are anti to wars and to genocide. Yeah. Why? Because they are born like this, born artists. If I am asked to prove it, for sure I am going to fail. And nobody can, even in great countries, because of the influence of the feelings. Yeah, this makes it very difficult. If I play my instrument, being lute or violin or piano, and a young, tenderly passionate girl sheds tears of emotion, if we ask her, why did you do this? Can she give a scientific equation for it? Can anybody give scientific equation? For sure, no. What I mean is that, can we say, when the tune of the do with the mixed with the re and mi and five, and any musical notes, and touches the nerves of a young girl whose the composition of her nerves so and so, the result is so. Is this possible? For sure, no. It's impossible. But the artists were respected through their behaviors. Yeah. They cannot, as I'm saying, they cannot tolerate seeing blood, violence. They are anti to all this. That's why I am thankful to God that I am created an artist, not a politician. That's what I was saying to my friend Hashim. Can we listen to him?
Can you be an artist and a politician at the same time?
Maybe a politician can be to little extent an artist, as far as emotions and feelings are concerned. But I doubt it if an artist can.
الوسط دككت في الرياكوبة بالحنجوجة سروالي الطويل سويت له رجعات في الوسط سواله رجعات في الوسط في خشمي خديت القميص أجري وأثبت شوق ونط أجري وأثبت شوق ونط أجري وأثبت شوق ونط أجري وأثبت شوق ونط لا من دخلت الحفلة فجيت الخلود وركزت شان البيت سعاد البيت سعاد البيت سعاد البيت سعاد ما أصلي عارف إنها ما أصلي عارف إنها في زول نركز وينستر وبرضي عارف إنها برضو عارف إنها لو كل زول في الحلة بالستر انجلت يعني الأذاها وجنها الأذاها وجنها يعني الأذاها وجنها الأذاها وجنها وركزت وركزت للحرق المشت فوق الضلوع تحت الجلد لميت مشاعري مركتها عند طرف البلد ودرت جد وانا جاي راجع منتهي لاقي النهيك قالت لي كبرت كراعي من الفرح نصف الأرض نصف النعال 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 الله أكبر يا معافر يا مدافر يا جهاد الله أكبر يا معافر يا مدافر يا جهاد هيا سعاد هيا سعاد علم السكين الكلف في خشم الرماد هيا سعاد هيا سعاد علم السكين الكلف في خشم الرماد هيا سعاد هيا سعاد علم السكين المدأسة وانا بنت ملاك منعو الهواي ان كنت ارضى اعرسها هيا سعاد هيا سعاد انا يا سعاد يا سعاد وقتين تطل سحابة رقصت الدعاش يا سعاد يا سعاد بفرش عليه روحي وبيجيك زول انهلك تعبان وطاش يا سعاد يا سعاد وقتين اشوفي وببقى زول فرشول وفرش الموت وعاش يا سعاد يا سعاد وقتين تطل سحابة ترقص للدعاش يا سعاد يا سعاد بفرش عليه روحي وبيجيك زول انهلك تعبان وطاش يا سعاد يا سعاد وقتين اشوفك ببقى زول فرشول وفرش الموت وعاش يا سعاد يا سعاد يا سعاد يا سعاد
كانت سعاد بطل كلامك جلسة انجض يا ولد
بقيت مشاعري مركتها عند طرف البلد ودرت جد ودرت جد وقفت للأمل الفكر ورقدت في الألم الحكر أذنت في الشوق والسلم وقفت للأمل الفكر ورقدت في الألم الفكر وحلمت زي شايلني وسط الزحمة طب يلا الخدر
صحاه صوت العمدة ده
مسؤول كبير زاير البلد جبال يهل جبال يصل لازم تقيف وصفوف صفوف وتهيجوا الخلق بالكفوف وتقولوا عاش يحيى البطل سامعني ولا اقول كمان مسؤول كبير داير البلد جبال يهل جبال يصل لازم تقيف وصفوف صفوف وتهيجوا الخلق بالكفوف وتقولوا عاش يحيى البطل سامعني ولا اقول كمان قلت له يا عمدة اختشي
قال له يا عمدة اختشي
قلت له يا العمدة اختشي
قال له يا عمدة اختشي
مسؤول كبير في الحلة غير الله انعدم
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 ما شفنا زول سكت جهال ما شفنا زول رضع بهم
ما شفنا زول سكت جهال ما شفنا زول رضع بهم
ما شفنا زول للتخت ثيابه وجانا من طرف البلد
ما شفنا زول للتخت ثيابه وجانا من طرف البلد
فكيت مشاعري ملكتها من طرف البلد وقدرت جيت وانا جاي راجع جهلي لاقاني هو سايق العساكر بالحراس
سايق العساكر بالحرام
وانا جاي راجع جهلي هو لاقاني هو سايق العساكر بالحراس